What's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're gonna go over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, May 12th. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Every single Tuesday night, we go over our watch list, which is 3 to 5 hot OTC penny stocks that we'll be watching for the following morning. Tonight's watch list is interesting because we are all cash, so we're actually just eyeing these stocks down for potential plays in the morning. We saw a couple people have some nice bags in LTNC today. Congrats, guys. Now, the way that we saw LTNC was a day early. So we actually had to cut. I think we lost like 60 bucks. But what was awesome was today when the panic finally finished, so we were just a day early, the stock actually bounced 50% today in the matter of 30 minutes, going from 0.0222 cents to 0.0323 cents. So that was awesome to see. I saw a couple people in the chat was able to bag it. So congrats, guys. Our goal here is to create a skill so that way you can go ahead and do these things over and over again. And trust me, that panic dip buy will be back. Hint, hint, we got two that we're going to talk about tonight. So let's go ahead and let's segue that in to tonight's watch list. All right, let's go ahead and let's dive into our watch list. So on the left side, guys, is our watch list, and on the right side is TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim. The first group of stocks that we're going to talk about, they both were first green days, and both of them, they're grouped together because they're actually Bitcoin stocks. So they follow the price action of Bitcoin. So it's awesome. So even without having to create a trust wallet or anything like that, this stock, what's cool, gives you a chance to actually look into Bitcoin. And what's awesome is today, the stock actually lined up with one of the patterns that we play in the OTC market, which is the first green day. We've actually made money on this stock before on a first green day. The same thing with DMGGF. They've been on a steady decline since Bitcoin took that big run earlier last month. And so as you could see, Bitcoin had that really big run up this whole year. And that created, this jump. Look at this stock, just like Bitcoin, going from 26 cents and ended up topping at $4. Now, Bitcoin was up, I think, around like 8% at 4 o'clock. The price was $56,800. That was the price of Bitcoin at 4 o'clock when the market closed. If you are a sniper that is in this overnight, you want to make sure you check Bitcoin in the morning because Bitcoin trades all night. And if Bitcoin is actually above that $56,800 mark, both of these stocks could see a gap up and a push tomorrow. The next two stocks are grouped together because these are OTC sub pennies that just went on crazy runs. They both broke out and they both ran wild, both going 500% plus on their run-ups. This happens in our market. And a lot of people, for some reason don't talk about this. And so that's why we always emphasize these stocks. There's so much opportunity, or at least so much movement. It's just all about, honing in on your skill and getting at trading at this. So now with GGII, that it already is over its breakout and it's on day 3, just like NGCG, they're both looking very similar over the breakout on day 3 over the highs. So since both of these are now on day 3, you might ask us, how do we play these? We are not going to reach and try to buy these on breakouts anymore, especially on day 3. Now the odds are more in favor for these stocks to get a huge pullback. All right, so we'll be watching for dip buys on these two stocks. And when the sellers finally do step in, now keep in mind, it's been 3 days of straight buying. So the sellers are going to step in, especially GGII. Sellers already stepped in at the end of the day today. I mean, look at this drop. Crazy. But you don't want to buy a panic at the end of the day. So we're going to wait patiently. And ideally, that panic happens tomorrow morning for both of these stocks, ideally. And if they do panic, both of them ran up so much that if they dip down to near supports, we think they could get really nice bounces. And these bounces happen quick, so that's why we love the panic dip buy pattern. Just look at the movement alone on this stock. Unbelievable, not just today. The movement today was wild, but just in the past 3 days, going from 0.027 to 16 cents on GGII. Let's watch, let's see these things pull back, and let's see if they can come down to some near supports. We like the support on GGII at 0.074, and then the support on NGCG, we like the support all the way down at the 0.04 cent area. All right, so if it can come down all the way down there, as you can see, that's a pretty big panic. But when we talk about panic dip buys, that's what we want to see. All right, guys, the next two are another two that are grouped together because they are very similar. and it's MZEIQ and KPAY, and these are grouped together because these are both first green days and they both are up 250% plus. All right, so for us, 250% on a first green day is considered overextended. No matter what, even if they have news, 250% on a sub penny is a little bit overextended, and now that it is up that much, we are not going to reach here either. You know how we like to play the first green days, but if you are a sniper, you know how we zone into our first green days. 100% plus is too much. Sometimes 60% to plus is too much. So seeing these two being up 250% plus, keep in mind, guys, when we're watching these OTC stock get pumped, a lot of the times the max out of the pump is 300%. All right, and a lot of times that happens in 2 to 3 days for the stock, like we just saw with the last two stocks. What we want to see is panics happen in the opening minutes, okay, which is in the first 5 minutes. We want to see these stocks drop 30% plus. With both of these, MZEIQ and KPAY, very impressive days. It's awesome to see the volatility. This is why we love OTCs, and we always stress that they should be talked about more, because look at this. KPay alone went up 450% on the day, and nice higher lows throughout the day. So these get a dip back down to their near supports. If KPay gets a dip down to that 0.008 spot, right under a penny, that's where some good supports was. There was also some good support down here, 0.0063. So that's what would get us interested. We want to see a pretty hefty dip. So we'll be watching both of these. Again, for these, since it's the first green day, we want to see the panics happen in the opening minutes. Okay, so these ones will be interesting to watch. So let's see. Let's see if these ones can make the moves tomorrow. All right, snipers. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. For everybody that is not already a part of the group, you guys can check out our website. We trade together every single day with a good group. Shout out to Sniper Randy. He actually just passed $50,000 in trading profits, and he just started with us last December. So big shout out to Sniper Randy. And for the rest of the Sniper team, we got Webinar Wednesday tomorrow. Thank you guys, everybody who always shows up every week to Webinar Wednesday to prep week in and week out, guys. That is going to go a long way. Just like jumping into these Watchlist videos, you'll notice every week you'll get a little better, all right? So hope you guys picked up something tonight. For my YouTube group, I will see you guys back in here next Tuesday. Much love, everybody. Enjoy your Taco Tuesday. Sniper Nick is out.